St. Bernard Church. This is the original building that was always here since the residential school.
Courtney Hallcrow knows she's standing near evidence of a dark chapter in Canadian history still coming to light. 169 suspected unmarked graves found in the northern Alberta hamlet of Grouard, which until the 60s was home to the St. Bernard residential school.
It's going to bring up a lot of hurt and pain, but it's going to be part of our healing.
A long journey ahead of us on hopes to find answers for the children who never made it home.
Chiefs from across Treaty 8 in northern Alberta gathered in Edmonton to discuss the findings of ground-penetrating radar.
If we haven't found them all, how can we heal? Unless we search every single residential school site in Canada for our children.
Archeologists from the University of Alberta visited the site in the fall using drones and ground-penetrating radar, finding 115 suspected graves in the cemetery, but others near the church or the convent, matching stories told by elders.
His story, as he was working in the area of decommissioning of the buildings, they come across a body, and he talked to the priest about it, and they were told to be quiet about it, and it must have weighed heavy.
Capuino First Nations Chief Sidney Hallcrow has been hearing stories for decades, but after the discovery in Kamloops last year, the First Nation chose to fund the research rather than wait for government grants.
We kind of validated their statements, you know, and their stories. You know, it's true. You know, sure enough. So now that there is something there, we'll continue going down this road.
The Catholic Church did provide records, and a list of names of school-aged children who died in the parish gives pause for Métis archaeologist Keisha Supernote seeing her own last name on the list.
I know that a number of these folks would have been related to me directly, and this was part of my discovery in this work. I didn't know that ahead of time. Really hard, but really important to me as a relative, but also as someone who is very committed to using the best possible scientific methods, being very true to the data we can collect.
There's still more technology that can be used to further confirm these anomalies found in the ground are human remains. But they've only searched a single acre of land, with plans for phase 2 and 3 that would look further into town. This is one of 11 sites identified across Treaty 8 for ground-penetrating radar. And for the Grand Chief, they need truth before moving to next steps.
To bring closure for our people. And then we can go to the Imperial Crown and talk about reparations after that.
In Edmonton, Carly Robinson, City News.